once knew a girl, Vivian, a very bright person. Her mom worked late, and her school offered an after-school program, so she was always at the library. And I mean always. And because of this, she grew to love books. At one point, she found this book, and every time she went there, she would read this book, but only in short bits at a time. She never took it home, because she wanted to come back to it the next day. She liked the feel of the library, so to say. Every time she read the book, this boy showed up. She thought he dressed oddly, as he wore something that wouldn't be seen in this time. But that thought soon faded once he said he loved the same book. He became a great person to talk to. He was kind and funny, and loved books just as she did. Vivian asked him where he lived at one point, since it was a close neighborhood where everyone knew where everyone lived. He said he lived at the house on the corner by the stream. She decided to go visit him one day. She arrived at the location, but the house had overgrown weeds and cracks on every panel. Its windows were boarded and covered with vines. Its porch looked like it could collapse at any moment. She was cautious of the odd house. It looked very much abandoned, but went up to the door and knocked. No one answered, and she caught a look through the window. Its walls were covered with cobwebs and cracks, and its furniture was worn and torn. She turned back, wondering whether she went to the right place. The next day she was at the library and wanted to talk to the boy, but the boy wasn't there, and the book was nowhere to be seen. She spent a while looking for it, and eventually asked the librarian. She told her that the book had never been there, and that they've never had it. Vivian then asked her about the house, to which the librarian replied that it had been 60 years since anyone has lived there. She said the previous family there had been murdered, and that the young boy there was found dead, holding the very book she had been looking for. Confused, Vivian immediately went back to searching, but to no avail. Her disappointment didn't last though, because the book had found her.